Oh, this is called a throttling valve now. Wait a second! Who squished my depth sensors? So remember how we were having a lot of trouble, maintaining the downstream depth over here? Well, the developers fixed that. They removed the old valves and now we have the fill valve over here and the good old throttling valve. Now for all intents and purposes, the throttling valve is basically the same as the valves that we had over here. However, the fill valve is different. It basically sets a downstream depth, which is exactly the problem that we were trying to solve over here, and we weren't able to. But it goes a step further and lets you change the downstream depth based on its automation condition. Now that is what I like to call insane. You know what? I actually like this. So let's come over here and fix all of our problems. Because we are going to be using fill valves over here now instead of the good old throttling ones. And the reason these are so good is because you can set a height, just like the old school sluices, and they'll just fill stuff up accordingly. Let's also implement these over here as well, just like that. Yeah, you guys can fill this place up to 0.9, while you guys do it to 0.95. So it at least makes sense that I have this place back here. And boy, oh boy, I'm gonna have to wait a few days in order to delete these ones, otherwise everyone's gonna die. The ones down here though, they can remain throttling valves because we are gonna be throttling the crap out of the water that flows over here. And by that, I basically mean we need to make sure that the water that flows into both of these rivers is basically the same amount. No, wait a second. I can finally do what I wanted to do. Yeah, let's just make our way over here and let's level this place up a little bit, And at the same time, we're gonna have some fill valves over here as well. Not a lot though, not a lot. And yeah, let's make the second tier all the way over here. Just like that. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, we actually need to get over here somehow. That's fine, right? There we go, slowly and steadily. Everyone's gonna be building stuff today. And we are gonna be able to basically retain exactly the amount of water that we want downstream. How high would this wall need to be? Well, it needs to be at least this high. Oh yeah. I want a bridge over here. The bridge looks better, okay? Oh, and then these fill valves are obviously going to retain the water at this height. Oh, we still need to fix this location back here though, because we need to dynamite this place up. There we go, and I believe 2 dynamites are gonna be enough for this place. That's 2 tiles, right? Yeah, that's 2 tiles. So double dynamites are gonna be more than enough. Hello, sir, why are you stranded? Oh, for God's sake. Can you survive a couple of days over here? It's okay, it's okay. We will do a rescue operation right now, just for you. Because apparently, yeah, this one spot over here is just too much for you. Alright, now that beaver is saved, we can move on. Now these valves can basically fill up the baseline over here to say 0.9. And then, of course, we're just gonna close this floodgate over here. And we're also going to place some of these fill valves up here. And these ones can just fill it up to 0.9. Because that 0.9 is... Oh, I sped the game up too much. It happened way too fast. But, yep, I knew it. I knew that was wrong. You need to go all the way down over here to 0.95 down here. Lovely, right? Why am I doing this, by the way? Well, I'm doing this because I want to reclaim this river and I want to reclaim it permanently. There was an easier way to do it from over here, but no. The river starts back here and we're gonna reclaim it from all the way back there as well. Okay, just some slight delays with the treated planks, but hey, things are looking good now. We can actually get back to work over here. Good job, and this time we're not gonna speed up the game too fast. Hey, beautiful. Now we could just link both of these together. And maybe there's an argument for doing that over here. But no, not right now. Maybe some other day, We need to make this look better. I don't like the way this looks and yeah, sorry. Okay, how about we add some platforms back here so that I can actually design some stuff, behind it. And maybe, just maybe, I want this to be purely aesthetic. Yeah, if I do something like that. Oh yeah, and then we can just get rid of these ones over here. Perfect. And these final ones from down here. Why did I do that? We're gonna need those. Oh, and what about actually crossing over this place, right? And then we can just place 1 dynamite on the other side. This center bit over here, this center suspension bridge is bothering me. No, I am going to make it look like this. I mean, it's gonna take more resources, but it's okay. This is purely aesthetics. Are you stranded again? Oh, for God's sake. Can you, not do that? Please, stop it. Oh, you're gonna get stranded again. Oh, never mind. Thankfully. Alright, sounds lovely, but now you guys can't actually reach this tile up here, right? Why not? Do I need a path over here? Can you reach it now? Yes, you can. That is good. Let's move those stairs back here. And of course, we're gonna need another one on the other side. And let's just take this over here. You know what? We're gonna place a weather station over here, even though I already have one on the map. Because, you know, why not? Okay, and now the drought is going to be ending over here. Oh, could I have replaced these as well with the new valves? Oh, crap. I did not think about that. But it does seem like water is going over here way too soon. So we do need to increase the flow limit down here. Yeah, I believe there is 2.5 water coming into the map from the water sources. So the combined limit of all of these needs to be at least above that. And a little bit of flooding, but that's fine. And I believe, yeah, this last one should be closing soon. You know what? We're not going to be replacing the walls down here, so let's improve the logic over here. We might as well fiddle around with the logic, right? So basically this depth sensor needs a sibling, which is gonna be this one over here. And right in the middle, we're gonna place a memory node. By the way, it really does not matter where you place this. You can place it anywhere on the map. There's just magic Wi-Fi, okay? Don't worry about it. Alright, so what we're gonna be doing next is obviously waiting for the beavers to come and finish this place up, but we're basically gonna set these to detect different levels. So this further one back here, say let's just set that to 2.25, so 2 1/4. And then this one over here can basically be set to 2 3/4. Yeah, why not? Now this is where the memory node comes into play. The memory node will basically listen to one signal and turn on, but then it will remain on until another signal turns it off. So let's do that over here. We're gonna select this depth sensor back here, which is set to the lower limit, so when the water falls below that limit, this depth sensor will turn on. We're gonna set this depth sensor to measure if the water limit rises above 2.75, which is the case right now. And finally, the memory node will reset based on the output of this second sensor. Now of course we need to tell the throttling valves to listen to the memory node instead of anything else. And let's just make the reaction speed a little bit higher now because we can actually afford that. And with a flow limit of 0.63 and the reaction speed that's basically good enough, yeah, all the water will fill up this central area first before moving on to the other rivers, which was always our plan. Okay, now let's take a look at what's actually going on in the map. Ideally, these should be set to... Oh, good thing I caught that. Yeah, this is not unlimited. This should not be unlimited. This needs to be, say, this block, right? Yeah, let's just do 1.9 over here. And let's just confirm that none of the other ones are set to be unlimited either. No, it doesn't seem like they are. There we go. After some sloshing around, yeah, we finally have the water back here. And eventually this water should also just stagnate. And all the overflow is correctly going to the right side over here, into the cave and off the map, for now. If I'm being honest, then yeah, we don't need sluices anymore. This was basically the last function that sluices needed to do properly. Because yeah, you remember the seizure that this water was having, and this sensor is still having? Actually, I'm pretty sure they changed something else as well, because this is looking calmer than it used to be. I'm happy with the way things are, and it looks like our memory node is also working properly. All the water that comes in will first go and fill up all of these dams, and when it reaches this point, the memory node will turn off. Looking good.